So you have this big event at Madison Square Garden. It went on for hours. I don't even know if you were there for the whole thing. I don't know what time you got there. I was told and made aware that you had no idea about this comedian who made comments. You think we're bad for America? You think I'm bad for America?
Yeah.
You do?
In the long haul, I think you
Really?
and all these opinion
That's
shows.
sad, Ted.
No, you know why?
That's sad.
The moment we never thought we'd see is finally here. Sean Hannity, the powerful voice in conservative media.
But first, we are just 28 days until an inflection point for our country. That is called Election Day. A political storm is brewing across the country.
Has made a confession that changes everything. At 62, this media giant who has shaped conservative views for years is revealing a side of himself no one expected. What could possibly have pushed him to reveal such shocking truths now? And what does this unexpected confession tell us about the real man behind the microphone? Join us as we uncover Sean Hannity's shocking truth that has everyone talking. The unspoken truth. Sean Hannity has built a career as one of the most influential voices in conservative media. For decades, his words have started debates, stirred emotions, and inspired countless loyal followers. His shows are filled with fiery commentary, powerful interviews, and bold opinions that leave little room for doubt about where he stands. But even the most outspoken figures can have secrets, and Hannity is not an exception. For years, whispers have followed his every move. Observers, both fans and critics, have speculated about what might lie beneath his confident attitude. At 62, the man who seemed to have an answer for everything has finally addressed what many believed but never heard him say. He has always been a master of controlling the narrative because his skill in shifting conversations, dissecting issues, and redirecting focus is legendary. But this time, the focus was on him, and for once, he didn't steer the conversation elsewhere, but instead, he leaned into it. His revelation was more than just a statement. It was a moment that left people asking even more questions.
One and only Stephen A. Smith, do you want to get it out of the way now?
Lord.
How hard your life is, that you have to defend the fact that you admit that you're friends with me. You want to get that out of the way at the beginning or at the end?
His words carried a weight that felt different from his usual broadcasts. Mark has always had a way of commanding attention, but this time, it wasn't his voice that did the talking, but the unspoken truths behind his words. The hesitation, the tone, and the expression on his face showed an indication that the story is much bigger than anyone expected. For years, people have wondered if Hannity would ever reveal the other side of himself. The side not seen on TV or heard on the radio. The side that might carry doubts, regrets, or even weakness. Now, he's finally given a glimpse into that hidden world. Could the answers lie somewhere in his early years, before the fame and the spotlight? Let's take a look at his early life. A man that takes risk. Sean Hannity had a humble and relatable start in life. Born on December 30th, 1961, in New York City, he grew up in Franklin Square, a small and close-knit neighborhood in Long Island, New York. His family, of Irish Catholic heritage, played a significant role in shaping his values and outlook on life. He was the youngest of 4 children, which means that he often looked up to his siblings while finding his unique path. His parents worked hard to support the family. Sean's father, Hugh Hannity, was a World War II veteran who later worked as a family court officer, ensuring that justice and fairness prevailed in challenging situations. His mother, Lillian Hannity, balanced her roles as a stenographer and a corrections officer. Their dedication and work ethic left a lasting impression on Sean, teaching him the importance of courage and determination. From a young age, he was full of energy and curiosity. He attended St. Pius X Preparatory Seminary in Uniondale for high school, a school known for its rigorous academic and religious focus. While the environment was strict and demanding, It helped him build discipline and structure in his life. However, despite the seminary's emphasis on religious studies, he realized that becoming a priest wasn't his calling. He was looking for something more dynamic that aligned with his interests. After high school, he went on to attend New York University and later transferred to Adelphi University. However, formal education didn't hold his attention for long, and he chose to leave college before graduating. For some, this might seem like a risky decision, but for him, it was the first step toward following his own path. Instead of pursuing a degree, he focused on gaining real-world experiences, which he believed were more valuable for his aspirations. During these years, Sean held various jobs, including working as a building contractor.
Welcome to Hannity, and tonight, stay tuned. We have a major announcement from yours truly.
This hands-on work gave him practical skills and a sense of independence. It also reinforced the values he learned from his parents, which were hard work, perseverance, and the belief that anyone could achieve their goals with enough effort. Even as he worked in these different fields, he was drawn to big ideas and debates. He loved discussing politics, current events, and social issues. His friends and family noticed his passion for expressing his views, often engaging others in thoughtful and lively conversations. It was clear that he had a talent for communicating and connecting with people, even in casual settings. His upbringing, education, and work experiences all came together to prepare him for the future in unexpected ways. His family's values taught him strength and persistence, while his time at the seminary gave him discipline and focus. His decision to leave college showed his willingness to take risks, and his passion for communication hinted at the path he would eventually take. But how did Sean Hannity go from a curious and determined young man to one of the most influential voices in media today? A major breakthrough. Sean Hannity's career has been one of significant influence and evolution within American media, particularly in conservative circles. Despite lacking formal journalism training, he managed to break into the broadcasting industry through sheer determination and self-belief. Starting as a college dropout with a passion for broadcasting.
Significant takeaways already.
I have a lot of takeaways from tonight. Obviously, you guys have gone over the issues and what is important to people and what they've been telling all the pollsters, exit polls, etc.
He landed his first big break in 1989 as a volunteer host for KCSB-FM, a college radio station in Santa Barbara, California. Although his show was short-lived due to controversy over offensive remarks, this experience ignited his ambition for a career in media. His first major breakthrough came when he landed a radio job in Huntsville, Alabama, where his bold opinions and traditional views quickly gained attention. However, his strict style also attracted controversy early on. Even though he was fired from his first radio gig over a controversial statement he made, he didn't give up. Instead, he used this setback as motivation, bouncing back stronger than ever by finding new opportunities in the industry. His talk radio program, The Sean Hannity Show, gained huge popularity in 1996, eventually being broadcast across hundreds of stations and making him a household name in political commentary. That same year, he joined Fox News as a co-host of Hannity and Combs.
Welcome back to Hannity and Combs. I'm Alan Combs, and one Dankeschön. Is that asking too much?
Just one?
Yeah.
Just
two, three?
Okay. Dankeschön, Alan, Dankeschön.
A political debate show featuring his conservative viewpoints, countered by liberal co-host Alan Combs. The shows allowed him to establish himself as a strong debater and a firm defender of conservative policies. His style of engaging in heated debates and passionately supporting conservative viewpoints connected with many Americans, especially during times of political division. This connection helped him build a loyal following and set his role as a leading voice in conservative media. In 2009, after Combs left the program,
Biggest news stories of today, I believe, in my opinion, is Alan Combs is leaving Hannity and Combs. So, how many liberals does it leave on the fair and balanced Fox News channel?
Fox News rebranded the show to simply Hannity, where he took full control as the solo host. His success on Fox News only grew from there, solidifying his status as one of the network's top personalities. His show became a significant platform for conservative voices, often featuring high-profile interviews, political analysis, and commentary that shaped public opinion, particularly among the older audiences. Despite his success, his career has had challenges, including criticism for his political views and controversial statements. Over the years, he has faced numerous arguments and criticisms, especially regarding his strong political biases and support for conservative figures like Donald Trump. He was often accused of mixing the lines between journalism and political advocacy, particularly during the administration, where he was seen as one of the president's most vocal supporters. Despite the backlash, his ratings continued to rise, demonstrating his appeal to a large segment of the American public, who appreciated his no-nonsense approach and unapologetic viewpoints. In addition to television, he found huge success in radio, which became one of the highest-rated talk radio programs in the United States. He also authored several best-selling books, including Let Freedom Ring and Live Free or Die, where he explores his conservative beliefs and discusses liberal policies. Yet, for all his professional success, he had to navigate a media landscape filled with both support and fierce opposition. His commitment to his beliefs, regardless of the criticism, has made him both a debated figure and an influential voice in American media. But beyond his public persona, there's one aspect of Sean Hannity's life that has remained relatively unknown. Despite being in the limelight for decades, he's managed to keep certain parts of his personal life and his love life private. How has his demanding career impacted his personal relationships? A strong sense of privacy. While he was busy building his career, he met a beautiful journalist, Jill Rhodes. Their love story began when Hannity was working as a radio host in Alabama, while Jill was a journalist at the Huntsville Times. According to reports, Sean was instantly taken by Jill's charm and intelligence. He often credits her for much of his career success, acknowledging that her support helped him navigate the pressures of the media world. Together they had 2 children, a son, Sean Patrick, born in 1998, and a daughter, Mary Kelly, born in 2002. Throughout their marriage, Jill Rhodes was a significant but silent partner in his rising fame. She was often behind the scenes, serving as a sounding board for his show ideas. She worked as an editor and helped shape some of the content for his radio and TV shows. Despite Sean's high-profile career on Fox News, where he hosted the show, the couple managed to keep their family life relatively private. For years, they were perceived as the ideal couple, especially within conservative circles. However, after more than 26 years of marriage, Sean and Jill quietly separated, eventually announcing their divorce in 2020.
Conservative commentator Sean Hannity, the host of Hannity on Fox News since 2009, has divorced his wife, Jill Rhodes, after more than 20 years of marriage. The news of Hannity's divorce broke in June 2020, although sources close to the pair told Page 6 they legally split a year before it became public knowledge.
The couple had been living separately for several years before making the split public. Despite their separation, they issued a joint statement indicating that the divorce was amicable. They emphasized their commitment to co-parenting their children and maintaining a positive relationship. Friends of the couple noted that the split was not a sudden decision, but rather the result of growing apart over time due to Sean's demanding career and their different life paths. Even though the divorce was publicized in 2020, it was revealed that they had been leading separate lives for years without letting it affect their children or Hannity's on-air presence. Jill continued to support his work behind the scenes, and the two remained on friendly terms. After the divorce, rumors began swirling about his dating life. In particular, his relationship with fellow Fox News host Ainsley Earhardt brought considerable speculation. It was suggested that the two began seeing each other in 2019, shortly after his split from Jill. Eyewitnesses claimed that Ainsley broadcast her show from Hannity's Long Island home during the pandemic lockdown, further fueling the dating rumors. The two were also spotted arriving together at various events, leading many to believe they were more than just colleagues. Despite the rumors, both Hannity and Earhardt have kept their lips sealed, neither confirming nor denying their relationship. Ainsley, in particular, has emphasized her focus on raising her daughter, while Hannity continues to focus on his career and his children. This has only fueled more curiosity, as viewers are left to speculate about the true nature of their relationship. One thing that stands out about his personal life is his strong sense of privacy. Even with the media scrutiny that comes with being a public figure, he has managed to keep much of his personal life away from the media. Beyond the rumors and speculation, he remains a devoted father, as he often speaks highly of his children and makes it clear that family is a priority for him. Now, at 62, Sean Hannity finds himself at a crucial turning point, ready to disclose a truth that has fueled years of speculation among his audience. But what triggered Sean Hannity to make such a bold statement? The president's shadow. While Sean keeps his personal life private, he built a notable relationship with the former president that extends beyond the typical host-guest dynamic. Their connection began in the early stages of political rise, with him emerging as a consistent ally who used his platform to publicize messages and defend him against critics. The bond between the two men was not just professional, it became personal, with reports of regular phone calls and consultations, especially during his time in office. He was more than just a media supporter, he became an unofficial advisor to the president. It was widely reported that the two spoke almost every time, where Sean provided advice, strategy, and sometimes even encouragement. These late-night conversations covered various topics, from policy decisions to how to handle the press, showcasing his unique role in the administration's circle. The Fox News host was often described as part of the president's informal team, with some even referring to him as a shadow chief of staff.
Fox News is standing by Sean Hannity. Period. It will always be that way, one should expect. However, we just had a revelation that Hannity was the unnamed third client of President Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen. Hannity didn't disclose that, even though he's been ardently defending Cohen and attacking everybody who's investigating and looking at Cohen.
Due to his influence on the president's thinking and decisions. One of the most obvious aspects of their relationship was his strong support during moments of intense public criticism. When the administration faced backlash over his controversial policies concerning the travel ban targeting predominantly Muslim countries, Sean stood by him. He used his popular show on Fox News to argue in favor of the policy, portraying it as a necessary measure for national security. His consistent defense of the administration helped strengthen their bond, turning him into one of the most reliable defenders on television. Despite his public support, there were moments when he privately urged the president to reconsider his approach. This happened during the January 6th Capitol riot. Leaked text messages later revealed that Hannity,
the January 6th committee has revealed even more text messages from Fox host Sean Hannity, text messages that he sent to Mark Meadows in the days leading up to the January 6th Capitol riots.
While publicly defending the administration's stance on election integrity, was privately advising the White House to calm tensions and discourage further conflict. He reportedly communicated with Trump's staff, suggesting they urged the president to take a more moderate tone to avoid further chaos. This rare instance showed a side of him that was willing to challenge actions behind closed doors, even as he maintained a strong front on air. Throughout the presidency, his show served as a platform for direct communication with supporters. He provided a space where policies, grievances, and opinions could be discussed without facing tough challenges. This friendly environment allowed messages to reach the base in a way that traditional media did not offer. His approach helped boost approval among conservative viewers, turning his show into a kind of unofficial channel for the administration. As the former leader received an increase in media support from one of the top-rated hosts on cable news, Hannity enjoyed increased viewership and influence due to his close ties with the president. His ratings soared during the administration, making him one of the most watched figures in conservative media. However, this close association also brought Hannity under fire from critics who accused him of being more of an advocate than an objective commentator. Despite these criticisms, he maintained that he was not a journalist bound by traditional standards of neutrality, but rather a commentator with strong opinions. His influence reached a point where some within the inner circle noted his impact on the president's decisions. White House insiders often observed that their conversations could sway his opinions or reinforce his beliefs, especially on issues where the president felt isolated or under attack. The bond they shared reflected a unique blend of media power and political influence, showcasing how the lines between journalism and politics can mix in modern American media. But what did Sean Hannity recently reveal that has everyone talking? A bold but dangerous confession. Sean Hannity has been one of Donald's most loyal supporters, especially during his presidency and its aftermath. However, his support for the administration during the 2020 election led to a significant controversy involving Dominion voting systems.
Sean Hannity, he went from already prominent right-wing propagandist on Fox News really to a presidential insider. I mean, a friend of Donald Trump's who, not so much recently, but certainly earlier on in his administration,
which became a crucial moment in both his career and Fox News. After the 2020 presidential election, the president and his legal team, including figures like Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell, began spreading allegations that the election had been rigged against him. These claims were centered around the idea that Dominion Voting Systems, a company that provided voting machines used in several states, had manipulated votes to favor Joe Biden. Hannity, along with other Fox News hosts like Tucker Carlson and Jeanine Pirro, allowed these theories to be heard, supporting Trump's story of widespread voter fraud. On his nightly show, he shared his worries about the fairness of the election, suggesting there were problems, even though there was no clear proof to back up his claims. However, behind the scenes, things were quite different. During a deposition related to Dominion's defamation lawsuit against Fox News,
there is a settlement in the high-stakes trial between Dominion Voting Systems and Fox. Dominion was suing Fox for $1.6 billion.
Hannity admitted that he never believed the allegations that the election was stolen from the former president. According to the court documents, he stated that he did not believe it for 1 second, despite promoting these claims on his show. Dominion's lawsuit argued that Fox News knowingly spread false information to boost ratings and retain their audience, who were loyal Donald supporters. The legal battle exposed the tension within the network between journalistic integrity and commercial pressures. As the lawsuit progressed, It was revealed that Rupert Murdoch, Fox Corporation's chairman, and other top executives were aware that the fraud claims were baseless, but were hesitant to retract them publicly. This put the network in a tough spot, as they tried to keep their audience happy while reducing legal risks. The case took a dramatic turn when Fox News chose to settle with Dominion in April 2023 for a staggering $787.5 million. This settlement was one of the biggest in media history and showed the consequences of spreading unverified claims. For Hannity, this was a significant blow, as it tarnished his credibility. Despite his private doubts, he had given a platform to the conspiracy theories that played a role in deepening public distrust in the electoral process. One of the most shocking aspects of this saga was his admission under oath.
Sean Hannity testified under oath in a deposition that he did not believe former President Donald Trump's claims about voting machine fraud in the 2020 election.
While he publicly supported Trump's unfounded claims of voter fraud, he privately knew they were false. This raised questions about the role of media figures in shaping public opinion, especially when they present information they themselves do not believe. The news about Hannity and the other Fox News hosts showed the network's struggle between keeping their power and following journalism rules. His involvement in the Dominion case is a reminder of the power and responsibility held by media figures. The controversy did not just affect his public image, but also put Fox News in a legal and financial mess. Even though the network settled, the damage to its reputation was already done, leaving many to question the ethical boundaries that were crossed in the pursuit of ratings. But should someone like Hannity be expected to always share the truth, even if they are just giving opinions? The power of media. Sean Hannity's career shows just how much power someone in the media can have. Over the years, he has been a strong voice for conservative ideas and a major player in shaping public opinions. However, with great power comes great responsibility. He has faced tough questions about how he uses his platform. His close relationship with the president and the role he played in promoting claims about the 2020 election have caused a lot of debates. Supporters praise him for standing up for conservative views, but critics say he shared false stories that misled people. At 62, his career is both inspiring and complicated, as he has worked hard to become one of the biggest names in conservative media, and many admire how he connects with his audience. His rise from a regular working guy to a major TV and radio personality is impressive. But his success hasn't come without problems, because the controversy over Dominion voting systems showed a different side of his work. Even though he helped spread false claims on his show, he admitted in private that he didn't believe them. This has made many people question whether he should be more careful about what he says on air. His close friendship with Donald Trump also shows how media and politics are more connected than ever. Instead of just reporting or sharing his thoughts, he sometimes acted as a political promoter. This has made people wonder how much influence media personalities should have on politicians. Even with all the challenges, he still has millions of loyal fans. They feel he understands their struggles and fights for their beliefs. But as people demand more accountability in the media, his legacy might depend on whether he takes more responsibility for his actions. Sean Hannity's story is a mix of success and lessons about how media figures should use their influence. What he does next will not only shape how people remember him, but also how media and truth can work together in the future. What do you think about Sean Hannity's revelations and the controversies surrounding him? Could there be more secrets waiting to be revealed? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.